Hello collectors and fans, this is G-Man with another G-Man toy review. Today I got you something really nice. This is the Battlestar Galactica Mark I Viper, or Viper Mark I on the box that you're seeing. And it's by a company out of the UK, like I said, Eaglemoss. And this is considered the Hero Collector version, okay? You can find these at their website at herocollector/bsg.com. Okay, this one here happens to be issue number 4. This is the 4th one in the line, which they made available to buyers at the time. And this is the Viper Mark I. It's pretty nice. The box is beautifully detailed. It's got pictures all the way around. I'll show you. It's got information on the side here about it, right there. You got a nice picture on the back side of the box right there. Okay, all right. More information on the side of the box. Okay. Then on the back gives you all the copyrights and all the other information, and also that .com was herocollector.com/bsg. That's herocollector.com/bsg. Okay, again, Eaglemoss puts these out, just like they do the Star Trek spaceship, like Starfleet stuff and Klingon and Romulan. This is basically the same company, but they're just doing the Battlestar Galactica version. If you're into the reboot version from 2000, and I believe it was 4 when it came out, or 5, and then they also did the back 1978 version, which I have mostly up to show y'all. Okay, all right. As we take the box away, as we pan down, we'll show you the nice Viper. Here we go. There she is. This is the Viper model that comes with this box. You also get a brochure for the Viper, a little pamphlet that tells you the history of this basically sci-fi ship, and tells you how in the series, what it was used for, how many types of variants it was. I bet you I didn't know that there was usually 75 Vipers to each Battlestar, okay? But remember, their home planet, the 12 colonies, got destroyed by the Cylons. So overall, they had close to 275 after they met Pegasus. So they had about 275 extra ships. So they had 200 more ships from all the different colonies, all those worlds. They had the 12 colonies of man, and all of them were right there on that one Battlestar. Okay, let me move that out of the way. This is a very nice model, or statuette. It has beautiful coloring, as the original ones did in the show. The cockpit, unfortunately, does not open, but it's got metal and plastic, which is kind of unique to this model. I'll bring it up closer and see if we can let you see it. Okay, let's bring it up just a hair closer. Okay, this is a beautiful, beautiful model. I mean, this is just, you know, I'm tempted to start collecting the Eaglemoss Star Trek ships from the original series, and some from the movies from the original cast that I like, with William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy. Again, this is a Viper. The colors are right on, and they claim that each one is different from the other. They're not all the same on the shading or the black wash to give it like it's been in battle or old. I'll pick it up here and let y'all see, which you can see the wash on the bottom of that wing on the right below my thumb there. The top has that nice orange line. You can see the turbo lasers right there, almost even with the cockpit right there. When you turn it facing forward at you, you can notice there's 3 engines. Let's see if I can get that for you real quick without ruining this shot. There you go. There's the 3 engines. Okay. Their joystick had information on it, how they flew it. One was for reverse thrusters. One was for turbo, and the other one was for the weapon. That's how they did it. Turbo wasn't kick all 3 engines in real fast, and so they could do, as fast as they could to get away from an enemy, or pursue and start your attack on the enemy, on the Cylons. It only took 1 pilot to fly these, and of course the Cylons had the Cylon Raider, which took only, well, believe it or not, 3 Cylons, just to let you know. 1 in command, and then 2 to do the navigation and the flying, I guess, is the best way to clone it. Let's tell you a little about the this Viper. Okay. The Viper had 3 main engines. They can be turned on and off using buttons inside the cockpit as fast as they want, or decelerate as fast as is required. Applying reverse thrusters will result in a pursuer become the pursued. So they kick those reverse thrusters in, Cylons pass right by them, and Vipers would be right back on their tail when they hit that turbo, and they could, basically take out a Cylon Raider with pretty much ease. These were superior air fighters for atmosphere condition or space. That's how they were used. They could do either, in the atmosphere shooting or in space against the Cylons, which was kind of cool. It also had, for fighting, the Viper was equipped with twin turbo laser cannons, 1 on each side of the cockpit. They are linked so they can fire their target simultaneously. A targeting system is built into the Viper computer system. The cannons can do by replacing them with mega pressure pumps if needed to extinguish out fire. So they can literally change out these guns right here into fire suppression, so they could, take out the fires on the Battlestar. If it had outside fires on the Battlestar, they could use as basically a fighter for firefighting, which was kind of unique. They all had one that Lieutenant Starbuck did, and it was a long reconnaissance. It had a computer system with a female voice called Cora, and I thought that was pretty cool. Very intelligent. They dropped the lasers here and made it faster, so it had more speed, and it took be able to hold more fuel, which was kind of unique. Also, let me read a little bit more about this thing for you. The Colonial Viper, flown by the pilots, known as Colonial Warriors, were the fighting ships of the 12 colonies. These small, nimble, single-pilot ships were designed for both atmosphere and space flight, like I have already explained, and were stationed on a Colonial Battlestar, each which held a squadron of 75 Vipers, like I told you. Elegant and long-nosed, and with 3 powerful engines, the set to the rear of the side of the cockpit, the Vipers were the most sophisticated ships ever created by the military or the 12 colonies of man. They were powerful and armed with 2 laser torpedo weapons, which simultaneously fire with an onboard computer reading targeting system, was second to none. This was able to identify the targets to make sure they were a friend or foe, and fire upon them on a visual database that the pilot could lock in on his inside computer and know, as they call it, the war book. Okay, so their computer system basically had information on every bad Cylon ship or any Colonial ship, so they know they wouldn't be firing on a good guy, okay, or a bad guy. It all depends. They even had smuggler ships too, so they could identify those as well. They did wear G suits, were worn by their uniform, gave the pilots protection against gravitational forces. The space suits for emergency EVA if they had to bail out, would stow extra each ship together for a survival pack, included a warm coat and rations in case they crashed land on a planet that was had air or whatever, and they were able to survive for a little while until they got picked up. They were flown the ships themselves with a joystick, just like if you play a game with joystick, or you pilot one of those like games. They used to have joysticks. Well, most games have joysticks that they used to. Like Microsoft's Flight Simulator, you have to use a joystick, and it was made very nimble and quick in maneuvers, unlike the Cylon Raider. Okay, the IM button operated the reverse thrusters, while the turbo provided tremendous blasts of speed with all three engines kicking in overdrive. Okay? And of course, the second other button that said fire was basically for the laser torpedo cannons, I guess is the best way to call them. Okay? Now, like I said, this is an excellent model. I would recommend them if you're a Battlestar Galactica fan for sure. And they're not that bad a price. $39 or $49, I think they go for. I bought all mine off of a gentleman off of eBay who gave me at retail price, which was very kind of him. He wasn't trying to make any money out of them, I guess. He was just selling them for his store that he had, okay, or physical store. This is the Viper, but they also made my favorite, and I'll bring that up to you real quick here. So let's do this. Let's move the Viper out of the way, which is, like I say, it's metal here. There's your metal, and then you got plastic too. But, you know, let me move these, okay? We move the Viper out of the way. And now we have my actually favorite. This is the Cylon Raider. This is, yep, Cylon Raider. Yeah, they had those too. Now this ship overall was really, really nice. Let me see if I can get in there and zoom a little bit better there for you. This is a beautiful, they had same kind of system. There's their laser cannons here, okay? They also had torpedoes underneath the ship that shot out. Most of them had the black line right here, and this is the octagon right there for the green. You know, on their ships, that's what they had. It took 3 Cylons to fly this. So even though you look at the ship and it looks like it's bigger than the Viper, in reality, Eaglemoss actually didn't keep them into scale, and actually the Viper, when you buy it, is bigger actually than the Eaglemoss Cylon Raider. The box itself also comes with it, of course. I'll put the box right here on top and we'll take a good look. Here's the box. As you see, right there it is. I'll put it up here and I'll swing up there and let you look at it real fast. Let's do this. Let's bring this up. And there it is. There's the Cylon box right there. Let's see if I can go out a little bit. There we go. Sorry for the light interfering with it. But that's the Cylon box. It's just like the Viper. It tells you information about it on the back, stuff like that. But it's not. It's just about the company, and it doesn't tell you about the product. But guess what? If I take that down, we go back down to the Cylon Raider now. We'll go back there for a good close-up there for you so you can get a good look at it. It also comes, believe it or not, there's the booklet. And this was issue number 9 of the series. And the Viper is issue 4 of the series, okay? What they did, they mixed up the original Battlestar Galactica from '78 with the newer Battlestar reboot one from 2004 or 2005, wherever it started, which ended in 2006, I believe. Let's talk about the Cylon Raider for a second. Cylon military, twin-engine fighter attack craft, laser cannon missiles, bomb storage in and beneath the wings. Okay? Approximately 12.4 millimeters, approximately. Okay? The small mobile Cylon craft, known as Raiders, were the fast, effective fighters that operated out of the Cylon base ships. Displayed as a simple triangles on the scanners of Galactica's core command semantics, show a powerful craft, roughly oval and planned to shallow panel profile. The cockpit rose to the center of the craft, which is right here. Here's the cockpit right there. Rose to the center of the craft, which had great visibility for the Cylons. Large enough to accommodate 3 Centurions, which are Cylons, 2 pilots, and 1 commander. Latter was seated behind in a raised position, which was the commander, over the 2 Cylons who were piloting. In front side view, the crew with 360-degree view of sight. So for battle, it was easy for them to recognize the Vipers, try to get on them if they can fast enough. But remember, the Vipers were more nimble than the Raiders. Okay. Hooded console in the cockpit cut reflecting glare down to a minimum. Red and green lights inside the cockpit from the rear of the panel provided excellent lighting for the Cylons since they didn't need much light to operate with their scanning eyes. Okay. The Raiders were powered by the Cylon fuel, which is critical to Cylon takers. Ships provided support for extended mission across space, and also when they attacked the 12 colonies of man, because they used the Cylon tankers to refuel, so all the ships could take out all the Battlestars from each colony or each planet. Okay, that's how they tricked them for an armistice, and well, it was a bunch of bull hockey because they really wanted to kill man. It drove them away from the planets. They attacked the Battlestars, and guess what? They attacked the planets too. And unfortunately, only one Battlestar at the time known that survived was Battlestar Galactica. All right. Although the Raiders are silent crafts, Count Boltar also flew in one. A member of the Colonial ruling body of the Quantum of 12, Boltar was a traitor. He implied to using of warning Cylons to destroy human life, with the agreement that his world would be saved under his dictatorship. Following the colony's destruction, Boltar was presented with an alternate bargain. When he expressed surprise, the Cylon Imperious leader declared that so long as one human remains alive, the alliance is threatened. However, Boltar was spared public execution when the Imperious leader spaceship was caught in orbit of exploding planet of Cylon or something like that, Cylon, and his successor planned to use the traitor to better understand the humans and therefore the human enemy. So Boltar was given a task to they like to, believe it or not, wanted peace. Cylons wanted peace. That's a joke. And the base ship to command, so Boltar was giving that base star or base ship, and his Cylons unwillingly went through a pursuit of Galactica in its ragtag fleet that was fleeing, trying to find that planet called Earth. Okay? I just like y'all to understand that these are not toys. These you can't play with. These are basically precision, die-cast plastic, I guess, statues like X Plus Godzilla stuff is probably. Very well, nicely done. Metals mostly on the bottom. I'm going to flip this over and show y'all something here, and I'll let you hear it. That's metal. Okay, and that's plastic and metal. Metal's on top because it's cold, okay? The metal here is the top. It's cold. On the bottom is your plastic. Just want to show you that. Also, it also tells you on the base what they are. This is the classic Cylon Raider. It tells you the time it was, copyrighted and done in 2019. And like I said, this is a series of ships they're making of the reboot series of Battlestar Galactica and the old official Galactica, okay? I'm just letting you know, okay? If y'all are interested in getting these, you still can find them sometimes on Amazon. Also, like I said, I found mine mostly on eBay at decent prices. Nobody's really going up too much on these. So this has been G-Man with G-Man Toy Reviews signing off. Peace!